Someone told me sweat today because you might not be here tomorrow.
That's a great teaching.
But yeah, I grew up doing ceremony with my mom.
Yeah.
And so as a kid, it was pretty prominent in my life. And then as my mom relapsed years and years later, I was a young teenager. It kind of disappeared from my life, and I was got disconnected from it.
Yeah.
And was pretty disconnected through most of my 20s. Even when I wanted to do ceremony, I didn't really know how to find it.
Yeah.
And then, but for the last 5 years, I'd say at least, or maybe more, I've been, in ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attending sweats and powwows and.
Yeah. Not for any, I think, to be honest with you, probably the biggest reason, there's a couple of reasons. Addiction.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they're on the weekends.
Yeah.
And when I was in my addiction, which was a long time, on and off for years, I would just be too mangled to go. And then another reason was probably imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah, just never felt like I was worthy to be there.
Well, you know what, man? Hate's a strong word, but powwows and stuff, it's not as sacred as you think it would be. After the 49s and just after the powwow parties, like a lot of drinking and stuff and people showing up. I know my wife she used to get bothered that people would put their jingle dresses back on and smelling like booze and stuff like that. But I'm also from the thought of like this AA mentality when it comes to ceremony and stuff, where you got to be clean 4 days before you can come to the lodge or stuff like that. My elder's old school guy, and he wouldn't care if you showed up drunk. He'd say, "Come on in. It's between him and the Creator, and they'll look after him the way they need to." Right?
Yeah, I think that there is part of the 4-day rule that is a little colonial in itself, because some of us can't get 4 days clean.
Yeah.
And someone told me sweat today because you might not be here tomorrow.
That's a great teaching.